Hello, my name is Shuttley and welcome back for another episode of Victoria as USA. In previous episode we managed to get the, well, the Columbia District's area, the British Columbia's areas over here. And we are slowly covering the rest of the two states that we haven't fully colonized yet. Oh, right, okay, Russia is no longer... I do actually wonder, so... Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to buy anytime soon, but maybe, just maybe. Also, I think we might need to might need to increase the navy size a little bit. Let's have a look. Right, no, we don't have the better fleet available yet. And where is this fleet? Oh, Franco National Awakening. All right then. Ah, right. So these. Let's station this back at the headquarters. And then you can also get back to England. So we'll have both of those. We'll probably increase at least the... But this one could probably... Let's see, so currently it's 6-1. We can easily get at least one more proper ship over here. Or heavy ship over there. And then we could probably go actually even higher than that. Let's see, let's get one in North Carolina, and then... So that's going to be 4... I think we'll probably go for... like, about a 4-1. So I guess that would mean another 4 frigates then. There we go, so that's going to get us a flotilla of 20 ships. Hey, low progress of voting. We might actually get the Porlos before the next election season. If we are lucky. I mean, it might fail. But you never know. Right, so we're currently trying to improve our relations with Russia. It's not going very quickly, but at least we're doing some of that. So mostly so that we can buy Alaska. That's largely it. And then we'll colonize that. But they probably don't want to give us that quite yet. And then Hawaii, we haven't really made much progress there either. You know, we'll force a regime change there. I don't know how that's going to work out. It does drop the cohesion of our power block a little bit, but I reckon it might actually start slowly improving. I don't know, actually. Oh, Nicaragua left the... Right. I suppose... Ooh, mass immigration. Alright. To Illinois, fair enough. Yeah, so I suppose now that we're losing some of these, the cohesion will start improving. I guess at this point it needs to be mostly our subjects. Is what I'm gathering. Yeah, that causes a customs union. I don't know about over here, so what's the, So yeah, there's the party with impact on ideological coherence. Pretty sure, Nicaragua, we still got a little bit of influence over them, but that seems to... Oh, the British are going to be taking over that. Alright, then never mind. I guess we'll stop improving relations over there. And then let's go ahead and... We'll try to keep relations with Hawaii as good as possible. I mean, it's already maxed out, actually, so never mind. We could also maybe improve relations with... No, actually, we can't do that. We don't share any... Oh, apparently we've got an obligation from Japan. Huh. Can't draft a treaty with them, though. Oh, Ottomans are having a bit of issues over here. Oh, my goodness. Who's in this war? Ah, right, it's Egypt, Austria, Russia, and then the various vassals versus Ottomans and their vassals. Yeah, it looks like the Ottomans are kind of losing that one, though. I guess that is fair enough. Now, it looks like South Dakota is almost done. Well, I suppose it's still going to take probably a few years to complete the rest of that. But it's going quite nicely, at least, nonetheless, the colonization there. Right, so how is the situation on our market now? So we still need a whole lot of silk. We got a little bit demand for it. I guess what we're going to do, we'll take one of the, let's take Pennsylvania. I'm going to start using a bit of silk over here. So that we'll probably be importing some from the world market. And that will, of course, then hopefully make it kind of profitable in the long run. Plus, also, it gives us a good demand for importing more silk, which is then, of course, feeds more trade and all that. And, of course, then we also need to import less luxury clothing. I don't know if we were importing a whole lot of luxury clothing to begin with. Probably not a whole lot. But now we're producing 110 when the... Oh, so yeah, it's about 1 silk for 2 luxury clothing, so that's not bad. Hey, we got the poor laws completed. Excellent. I wonder, actually. So that is, well, the legitimacy is not very high yet. The taxation laws we probably won't be able to change before the next election. When does the next election actually start? Next December. Alright then, well, I suppose before that we could start the war against Mexico. Now, let's have a look at the... We could force nationalization. There's only a total of 3 building levels, so it's not really that much. But yeah, Rio Grande, that would be 11 infamy, so that's a decent bit. There would be Venezuela and Guatemala that would be joining the enemy side. Britain is unlikely to... Well, definitely not joining the Mexican side. So that's at least good. Mexico does have a decent bit of troops, but they're not massive yet. Our army is, yeah, it's about 100 battalions already. Total. And of course Liberia's got another 11. So even with Venezuela's and Guatemala's help, they probably would not win. El Salvador might also be swayed, admittedly. But yeah, I think we're going to go for this war. They should refuse that. There we go. Let's just wait for a couple of days. And there we go. Now let's go ahead and send our armies in. Right, okay, that one. Then we'll mobilize this one. We'll also send it over there. And we'll mobilize the third one as well. But we're not going to send that to the front line yet in case there's landings. Although I suppose we've got the... Where's the other fleet? This one. We'll go ahead and do intercepting down here in the Caribbean Sea. Just so that we can maybe stop any landings from happening. Triage mass immigration to South Carolina. Alright then. Right. Another thing, of course, we should have a look at the primary goals. Can I add in more goals already? Probably yes. Let's get... How much would Sonora be? That's another 11.3. We could probably get a little bit infamous. As long as we stay below 50, I think that's going to be safe bet to still be able to do things. So we can probably take Sonora and add in another war goal for, I guess, Chihuahua. So that's now 32. We can have something that is a fairly small amount, I guess. I mean, that would be another 10 points. Sure. We'll take that one. And that's all the conquest stuff, at least. We could invite... Actually, who could we invite? Oh, New Granada. Could be swayed. Interesting. We've quite a bit of infamy that's already starting to burn down. Slowly. But that probably means that we probably should not add any more things using our influence currently. And are they sending a lot of troops? They're sending a little bit. We've got much higher defense than they do. And overall, our quality of our troops is probably better. Oh, they've got 41 battalions there. We've got about 50. I think we might need to send in the third army in as well. Or what we could probably do is just start raising the conscripts to get to about 70 battalions there. Oh, Venezuela sides with Mexico. Well, that's not entirely surprising. Oh, I wonder actually. New Granada. If I was to sway you with a war goal, Congress State, for Venezuela, if we were to get Zulia, that would be infamy for New Granada, but not for me. You know what? Sure. If they join in, I'm okay with that. There we go. Now, they don't have troops there yet, but I suspect that they will be sending some troops to that. And yeah, they do have the advantage already. The Mexicans are moving a little bit troops there as well. We've got a slight... yeah, we do need a lot more bureaucracy, actually. I think we did have some government administration buildings underway, though, didn't we? Yeah, we do. So we'll go ahead and just build these 3 at least very quickly. I suppose it might have been because we activated the conscripts, then some of the workers in the government administration buildings may have been called in. Yeah, I suspect that we have a bit of advantage on the front line over here. Let's actually have a look at one of these armies. So they got line infantry, mobile artillery, and then dragoons. They got some lancers as well, actually. But yeah, we got the better infantry, so that will probably mean that it should be fairly easy fighting for us. They got another 16 battalions coming in here, but that's the Venezuela's armies. Anti-North German Association offers opportunity. Quite trade privilege in French Republic. The proposal, if accepted, is intended to counter North German interest. Trade privilege with France. Let's have a look at France. Would you actually accept that? Oh, you would. You know what, let's do a mutual trade privileges treaty there. That seems like a decent idea. We do a lot of trading with them. Hey, there we go. Lobby opportunity completed. Yeah, so we're getting 4 states for ourselves from Mexico. And then Granada is going to be getting one state as well. So they should be somewhat happy. I don't know if we'll be getting any influence over them. Or leverage over them in this. Not really. I do wonder if they would be... No, they don't want an embassy. Alright then. I suppose ideological differences are probably fairly sizable right now. Actually, that reminds me. How's the cohesion? Okay, we have gotten up to the divided. And it's actually dropping down again. Good vintage. Sure, we'll get extra prestige. And it looks like the legitimacy has dropped below 25 again. So we're not going to try... Well, we won't be able to pass any laws right now anyway, but that's fine. We'll be doing a war. And after the war, we'll probably have a decent situation again. I do actually wonder... Well, I suppose... No, we haven't gotten the naval bases built yet. They are at the end of the production queue currently. Admittedly, we might want to go ahead and just get these built a bit sooner rather than later. Let's get the glasswork. I mean, the things that were basically completed already. We'll focus those down first. And then we'll get the naval bases. And that is... Actually, what did they... Oh, right. They want to get Antigua and Panama. Alright, then can I actually sway... Well, I suppose I can't add any more goals right now. Well, that's fine. I mean, they will be getting one state over there. And looks like... Oh, there we go. The war has started. And we had the convention of Barcelona, but yeah, the enemy is actually trying to attack. Which, if they do... it's probably not going to end all that well for them, I reckon. Well, we start the first battle. We've got a slight advantage. Well, actually, they've got a slight advantage in numbers, but we've got better quality troops, so I think we're still going to win this. Both sides are rolling very badly, though. But I think overall we are still slowly pushing for the upper hand there. Yeah, the gap between the numbers there is definitely narrowing quite nicely. And then we've got another combat elsewhere. Actually, we've got other 2 combats. So there's one where we are defending. And then another one where we're attacking. The one where, or the second one where we're attacking is seemingly going pretty well, and the defense one is going really well. The enemy's taking massive casualties already. Now, how's the situation down here in the second front line? Looks like our side is pushing forward. At least a little bit. It's not necessarily very quick, but we are pushing forward. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and send in this fleet to do some... convoy raiding over here, so that they can't get their supplies in for the troops necessarily as easily. Now we've already had the defensive victory. The other 2 combats are still seemingly ongoing. I believe this is the first one, which is about to be a victory. And then the second one over here in Chihuahua is also going to be a victory very shortly. Might take a little bit, but it's not that bad. Here we go. So that's the first victories there. It looks like... Oh, yeah. I'm pushing into Miranda already. So, yeah. Venezuela might not be able to hold on for too long. And there's another battle in Sonora, which seems to be going quite nicely. And also in Chihuahua, we are... Oh, well, we're outnumbering them quite a bit. Actually, let's have a look at the manpower situation over here. So we got about twice the manpower on the front line. Oh, Venezuela damaging relations. Oh, no. Ah, we can support more interests. I suppose we did increase the navy size a little bit. Let's get the... I'm going to put the interest in Sundry. We could maybe do a quick little conquest over here in Marina Kingdom at some point. Ah, Venezuela left with the workers' unit. I don't... well, I thought they had already left, to be fair. But the cohesion is now increasing drastically, so that's good. And the... Yeah, I suppose the ideological differences are very small at this point. Or notably smaller, let's just say. Problem is, of course, the mandate is not growing very quickly at all. We're still divided. But at least the ranking, since we are a bit higher, that we're getting a bit more. Looks like. So how much do we have in Chihuahua? We've got 53%, we got 56% in Sonora. And I don't think the enemy is actually trying to attack anymore. No, they're just defending. And our attacks are still punching through quite easily, I would say. Now, GDP is taking a bit of a hit here, but it's going to be fine. We'll be... Actually, what are we going to be getting in resources here? So there's going to be... Well, there's only logging and fishing. We can get some dye plantations in here, I suppose, and that's kind of handy. And, of course, cotton. And then over here there's lead mines in Chihuahua, and of course a bit of logging. Sonora's got some gold mines. Ooh, iron mines. And some fishing and logging. And then Sinaloa has got some more iron and logging and opium. Oh. Alright, then I know what we're planting there. Wood is a bit expensive though, so well, I suppose we've got a lot of logging camps still queued up in here. Actually, they're starting to get to the first page already, so that's good. It looks like we are having... Well, we've got another battle in the Sonora state over here, so that should be enough to then take the rest of the state under our control. I believe the next battle that happens in Chihuahua as well is going to be taking over that state. So we'll then already have 2 of the states. And looks like the enemy is losing a lot of war support already. We're sinking a bit of the enemy convoy, so they can't really supply their troops here. So it looks like the Granadans are having an easy time. New Granadans are having an easy time in the battle here. I don't know. Oh, right, so that's going to be in Zulia. So that will be fully occupied now, I reckon. As soon as this is over. Oh, they're still holding on. But only for a brief while, and then, yeah, there we go. So that state is now fully theirs. That's one of the war goals. And actually, we already got one of the war goals on our side as well. Oh, we're starting to attack into Rio Grande. Excellent, excellent. Now, of course, we can't enforce the peace deal yet. I suppose Venezuela is losing a whole lot of war support. So they will probably be peaced out soon enough. The popularity contests. After the electorate have turned to the candidates that seek to acquire a position at the head of the government as election approaches. Ah, right, so we can... yeah, we'll support the Republican Party again. Get a bit more popularity in there. So I do actually wonder, so... yeah, they are probably going to be winning the election. Ooh, rivalry broken. Ah, Russia is losing a whole lot of rivals. Actually, no, it's the Ottomans are losing a lot of rivals, actually. Speaking of which, our relation with Russia is not great yet. At least, on the bright side, our internet is already dropping, and if the war takes a while, then we might already be pretty close to 0 by the time it ends. Although, admittedly, yeah, we'll have a second state over here very shortly, as soon as this battle is done. Or North German Federation declared it. Alright then. Yeah, I suppose we're going to have to fight with the Germans sooner or later, I reckon. We're spending a lot of money right now, but I suppose that's to be expected. Hey, we got the steel railway cars, finally. So, let's go ahead and switch that on all the railways. That's actually going to save us a decent bit of... Well, hopefully a decent bit. Oh, right, we're getting the steam trains as well. Oh, perfect. That's a lot more transportation, at least in some states. And of course, we'll get the steel passenger carriages, so that's even more transportation. And that saves us a bit of wood. It's not a whole lot of wood that we save there, but it does save us a little bit. Oh, we're back to number 2 producer. Oh, there we go. Venezuela has capitulated. So, yeah, they lost that one. Mexico is sending the troops back into their main front line. Of course, we are pushing into Rio Grande as well as Sinaloa, so we should be able to get both of these soon enough. Rio Grande is already, yeah, it's already more than halfway done. So there's 2 more battles there. Misplaced moderation. Giuseppe Mazzini has criticized numerous decisions made by the leadership of his own Republican Party, calling August Winslow excessively cautious and unwilling to address critical issues. So who's that one? That's the leader of Intelligentsia. Ah, okay. And Giuseppe Mazzini is a agitator for Intelligentsia. Okay, so he might maybe then become the leader at some point of that party. But yeah, we'll get the momentum. So how much do we have now? 55% of the votes? For the Republican parties. We might be able to maybe then start passing some more laws that will benefit us or our goals in the long run. We've got battles in both of these states. I suppose there's only these 4 states that we need to occupy, and then the enemy will be losing the war support fully. I mean, they're also already losing a lot of it, but it won't go below 0 until we have both of those conquered. But of course, that's just a matter of time, really. There we go, we got the first section. Oh, that's 40% already, so that's only potentially 2 more battles in there. And then Rio Grande just needs 1 more battle, and we'll have that entire state already. And then I suppose it's off to Mexico. Well, there's one state in between that we'll have to conquer, either Bajío or Veracruz. There we go, Rio Grande will be ours momentarily. There we go. No active battles right now. Well, I suppose that's going to be fixed soon. And yeah, on the western coast over here, we just need 1 more battle to complete that one. And then we'll have all the war goals. And I suspect that Mexico is probably fairly close to be willing to see the territory soon enough to us. Then the next war what we'll do against them will probably push even further. Ooh, Afro-American National Awakening. Alright then. Wait, for some reason, the prediction was showing that we are actually potentially losing this battle, but that's not going to happen. Sure, we'll take a bit of casualties in this, but I think we'll still be very much the winners of this combat. And then also in... Alright, so pushing into Zacatecas. That's not really pushing us towards the enemy capital, mind you, but that's fine. Coalition coupons. With the United States of America versus Mexico war going well, the country is swept up in a frenzy of war. The same Republican Party has issued letters of endorsement to parliamentary candidates that feel support the war effort, from patriotic voters towards their cause. Sure. So we'll probably get to about, okay, 58% of the votes. There's still not a whole lot. But I hope that we can get the legitimacy up a little bit further after this next election. There we go, a bit of the state there, and the battle over here is hopefully soon done. We have taken a lot more casualties than I was hoping for, although actually it's mostly demoralized casualties for us. Overall, we are still winning the battle quite handily. The enemy only has... Oh, we've got about a 10-to-1 manpower in the front line now. They did manage to get a little bit of support, so it's 8-to-1, at least briefly. But yeah, it's not looking too great for the enemy, that's for sure. And now they are going below 0 war support. They've already gone to -6. So it's probably just a few more weeks and they'll surrender. Ooh, also declared rivalry. Okay, so we are having a lot of rivals now. I'm not entirely surprised by that, to be fair. I wonder, so did Venezuela, they did send in, oh, not Venezuela, New Granada. They did send some troops in here. I don't know if they are actually part in any of the combats here. I mean, they probably have been, judging by the... Yeah, they've lost a bit of troops, so they have probably been part of the combat. At least some of them, probably not all of them, mind you. Right, they got 2 battalions over here, out of the 49. Well, as we always say, there's no kill like overkill. Now, how's the... right, ammunition is a bit shorted, no, in a bit of a shortage. The election is going to be done in about a month. I believe Mexico is willing to, yeah, they should be willing to take the peace deal now. There we are. Right, let's go ahead and reset the production methods on these. Just to be on the safe side. They should be going to the usual ones. And did we... right, we might not have the productive production yet. Let me just double check. Are the administration buildings in New York actually fully staffed? Yeah, they are. Right then, let's actually let's get some more in Pennsylvania. We'll get another 5 there. Then we can start coring those states that we just got. Maybe we'll focus down the things that were nearly completed already. And then we'll get to work on the government administration buildings. Speaking of which, how's the, right, investment port is still drifting downwards, which is not ideal. Okay, we've got a lot of land in here. Not necessarily the best stuff in there, but that's going to be alright, I guess, suppose. I believe we did get a little bit more troops out of that. Let's upgrade all the infantry. The Army of Observation is now 30 battalions. Thanks to the new stuff that we got from Mexico. Hey, election completed. So vote 58%. All the Republican parties have got still unacceptable government. But it could be worse. And now we might be able to pass some other laws. Let's actually consider the options that we do have. So the taxation law, there is still some opposition for it. The Southern planters would still very much oppose it, but I suppose that's not too bad. Then alternatively, universal suffrage, there's a bit of support for that. Which could be useful. Right, that requires 15 wealth for voting. Whereas this one, everyone votes. And then there's anarchy, a single party state. We'll see how, or where we'll end up in. Eventually down this playthrough, but we'll try to get at least, actually, we could try to go for the hospitals. There's not a whole lot of opposition for the or public health insurance. The evangelicals would oppose that. The trade unions would really love that. And it would also allow us to get a better healthcare overall, so we'll get that underway. Evangelicals are now rather upset, so education access is somewhat reduced. We're still supporting the labor movement, which are not very Well, the activism over there is very low. They have a decent support, though, 27% of the population in there, so that's... Oh, they've pressured a whole lot of the interest groups, actually. Oh my goodness, that's almost all of them. Against the odds. Despite not enjoying full rights under American law, some wealthier South Italian people have begun moving into neighborhoods and frequenting establishments they would normally be excluded from. They've clearly earned their success. That reduces the power of the petty bourgeoisie, which we do need to curtail a bit further, I reckon. Ooh, we got another decision. What do we have? Expedition to find the source of the Nile. Ah, right, Sundry is what. Okay, well, we could probably do that. Sure. And not just the person. Now, who do we actually send in there? Do we still have a explorer? No, I don't think so. We'll send the ambitious fellow. He might succeed. Or he might fail. Also, let's go out and send our navy back home. So now it's going to be in Dixie. But, oh, Mexico supported separatism again. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Not surprised by that at all. But did we also get some construction? Oh, yeah, we did. So now have 242. It's probably... Well, it should be 245, I guess. We could probably go out and get one more. You know what? Let's have a look. Where do we have a lot of peasants? Ohio's got a lot. New York's got a lot. Minnesota's got a decent bit, so we'll get one over there. Get that to 250 total construction speed. We're losing a bit of money, but I reckon by the time we run out of cash, we'll be fine. Oh, hello. Whole lot of bureaucracy. Hold on a minute. Oh, we must have had some modifier, maybe reducing it or something. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and incorporate a few of these states. Oh, Nebraska needs to be... Oh, and these two, yeah, okay. Alright, I've got that. So the amount of... Oh, there we go, South Dakota has been completed. And the Frontier Wars is completed. Frontier Wars, this was our destiny. So we'll get more homelands. For Yankees, mostly. And gifts among friends. Internal investigation has discovered that a government official received many gifts from the... Or from Urafferty, who is a politician from the Yemen farmers, so rural folk, on behalf of the anti-North German Association. So Yemen farmers become more loyalists, or we'll get the legitimacy up, actually. How's the trade union? So they've still got 11.7%. Well, I mean, they are the third largest interest group now, so that's at least good. But we do need to work on that to get even further. So there's another interest that we declare. I suppose, yeah, Mexico is no longer needed. I'm going to put one on Nile. I don't know if it's possible for us to... No, prisons already own... No, oh, they own the Nile, so I reckon they're probably going to be building the Suez Canal. Sooner or later. But it's a good thing that the AI does actually sometimes manage to build it. These days. Expedition embarks. Onwards. Let's hope that that expedition is going to be a quick one. There we go. The bureaucracy situation is much better now. We're going to get the social security up a little bit further, I think. Ooh, and okay, we already got forward without an incident. Well, mostly without an incident. The peril is still, of course, growing there, but that's alright. We could even put in another tax, actually. Sure, coffee tax. That's going to be fine. At least for the time being. We'll get a little bit of money to make sure that the deficit that we're currently having, which admittedly we've got 3 billion in reserve, so we're not really facing a bankruptcy anytime soon. Oh, and there's a... Oh! Oh no, a diplomatic play against us. What will we do? No, Army of Florida. Off you go. I mean, that's what you've been doing for a while now. Might as well continue on that. Ah, so we could serve the Suez. I don't know if we would get the option to buy Suez if we did that. Maybe we won't do that quite yet. Oh, local tax. Sure. 5 years, £8,000 a week. That's a bit pricey, but getting the progress over there is kind of handy. But I do think that we are actually out of time for this episode, so enjoy this. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Next time, bye-bye.